Greetings and beyond the news, darling. Famous here, and just to let you guys know, I do have my likes, my dislikes, and the things that I won't do. Now, some of the things that I do like happen to be like animated movies, cartoon movies, some live action ones. I'm a huge fan of like musicals, that's for sure. Not too much of a huge fan. I kind of grew up with like High School Musical, to say the least, but I'm not a fan of like every type of musical there is. Now, that doesn't mean I won't do a musical. I definitely love me a good musical. But if it's not one that doesn't catch my attention, or if it's one that just, you know, isn't really my style of music, I probably won't do it. Now, there are the ones that, if it's the right choice, or if it is something that you want us to review, I'm willing to give it a shot. Like if it's like if it's a musical that's not really my taste, if it's up for the recommendations by you guys, I am willing to give it the shot. See if I like it or not. We got this whole watch it, see how we like it, and to determine if it sticks around. That's how we work. Now, I do have these ones, and I gotta make sure I make this know. I do have ones that I won't do. There are certain types of movies, mainly around the more gory aspect, that I do not like. Like, I don't normally mind gore all that much, as I've seen some anime that gets really gory. But like live action gore, things like that are just a big no. I can't do it. Like I am extremely squeamish when it comes to live action blood loss or limb dismemberment and shit like that. And if I see somebody actually get their limbs torn off in a live action movie, it turns me sour and I can't. I'm also kind of iffy on horror movies. Like, don't get me wrong, I have my favorite horror movies here and there, but there are certain ones which will make me run the out of a room, or at the very least, trigger my fight or flight instincts. And I can tell you this right now, numerous times, it's gonna be fight or it's gonna be flight. And you will hear me either toss my mic or you'll hear me scream at the top of my lungs. But at the very least, I will give it a try. I'm always willing to at least try things out at the very least when it comes to horror movies. Something a lot of my friends can attest to is that if it's a very scary, gory horror movie, I am not going to sit through it alone. I can't sit through it alone as I will get absolutely terrified and will literally just lose my mind. I can't do it. Like, I'm not even going to lie here. I just cannot do it. That's how I roll. That's my likes, my dislikes, and the ones that I will and won't do. There's the do's and the don'ts. And now you know. If you want to ask some questions about what other things that I would do or wouldn't do, feel free to leave a comment or a message somewhere. I'm more than willing to answer that and let you all know what other things I like, what I dislike, what's my jam, what makes me, happy, what gets me excited. That's my kind of thing. But thanks, guys.